one day I'm going to be at a place in my life where I can walk really slow, like I have absolutely no place to go or nothing to do. That's one of the things I despise about these trade shows and anything like this is there's about 80% of the people at these things have zero sense of urgency and they have nowhere to be, nothing to do, nowhere to go. And the other 20% are all less efficient because of the other 80%. It drives me crazy.
I'm Daniel Shaw, a retired U.S. Marine combat veteran turned firearms and defense trainer, and I absolutely despise the goals and achievements society says I should attain. We have no house, no address, and no restraints. With my wife Andrea, our son Gunner, and our dog Rusty, we travel all over the United States in an RV, teaching and learning alongside great Americans. This is my family, and this is my country. We are American Nomads.
American Nomads is brought to you by gunbroker.com.
The cool thing about the NRA show is this is all our audience. This is the end users out there who are using the firearms, that are coming to training classes. These are the same people who they send me emails, they contact me, they listen to my podcast, they watch our videos with Bunker. They do a lot of it. They interact with me all throughout the year, and I've never actually met any of them. But this, when you come to a place like the NRA annual meetings and exhibits, that's when I get to finally meet them. And it's really strange because they'll walk up and they'll be like, "Hey, Andrea," "Oh, hey, Gunner," and they know us, they know all about us, you know, where we've been, where everything else, and it's so strange. But at the same time, it's so awesome that people care enough about us and what we do, and they're paying attention. It lets me know that we're actually reaching people like we want to, you know, and it helps us out a lot to get us going for the next year and the next time. So that's why I love the NRA annual meetings.
At first it was awkward, but then you realize, you know, these people are listening to Daniel and they hear Gunner and I, and, you know, Daniel talks about us, so it kind of makes, you know, you feel special, and, you know, that they're following and they're listening to Daniel's advice, and, you know, so it's humbling.
But the thing that I like most about this, it's got a huge eye box. Were you going after the military type?
They actually
here
don't
with the modular guns?
Yeah, a variant of this was salute to that, yeah.
Yeah. I lost my wife.
Let's go look for him.
Is that really the right thing to do, or should I stay in the last known location that I was at?
You tell me.
Call Andrea. Why do I know so many Andreas? But you want to leave?
Yeah, because I'm tired.
You're already tired? You're not tired. You're going to run around wherever we go. We got to go to Breda and look at a new gun. Come on. No rubber legs. So one of the problems is having Gunner here, you know, is I'll be going and talking to the CEO of some major manufacturer, and Gunner will be like punching him in the stomach, you know, getting crazy, because he's used to his dad and mom hanging out with rough men all the time. And that they're like, yeah, yo, you want to mess with me? And they pull him in, they beat the mess out of him, you know, and they have fun. That's the kind of people he's used to being around all the time. So sometimes when we go to a setting like this and it's a bit more businessy and he's right there, sometimes he may take a little bit more liberties than he should with people who maybe they get surprised by that. But usually they're like, oh yeah, that doesn't happen to me. I've never had a business meeting where a kid punched me in the gut. You know, there's absolutely no way I can give an informed opinion about that gun by pressing the trigger and racking the slide a couple times. No way. We can't get any information really about how the end users are going to need that gun or apply that gun, or how it's going to work for them without going out there and spending time on the range. I cannot possibly review a gun for an end user that may have to defend their life with that firearm with 50 rounds. There's no way. I have to have a holster for every single gun that I review. If I don't have a holster for it, I can't review that gun for a person who may have to draw that gun from a holster. I need to put at least 500 rounds to each gun. Most of the time I do an initial review at 500 rounds, and then I revisit somewhere around, depending on the gun, somewhere if I like it, somewhere around 1,000 to 2,000 rounds, I'll revisit that gun.
On the next episode of American Nomads, something we all know about: getting hangry.
Can we get something to eat?
Yeah.
American Nomads is brought to you by gunbroker.com.